Okay, so let's have this problem. So to find the resultant force of the given vectors, and we have this vector A and vector B, then to find the sum of vector A and B. So first, we need to graph this given. So for vector A, we have 135 Newton at 46 degrees south of east, so south of east. And this is now the graph for vector A. Then for the angle, since 46 degrees south of east, so therefore the angle must be in the east, and this one is 46 degrees. Then for vector B, we have 201 Newton at 65 degrees west of south, so west of south. And this is now the graph for vector B. Then for the angle, since 65 degrees west of south, so the angle must be in the south, and this angle is 65 degrees. Then this time to find the resultant force using this table, and we need to supply all the values for this table. So for vector A, the magnitude, that's 135 Newton, and for vector B, the magnitude, that's 201 Newton. Then for the angle or theta for vector A, since theta always starts from the east, so therefore for vector A, theta from the east to this side, this is now angle theta. And to find this value, since from the east to this side, the angle is 360 degrees. But since theta until this side, so therefore this angle is not part of angle theta. So 360 minus this angle minus 46 degrees. So we have 360 minus 46 equals, so theta equals 314 degrees. So for vector A, the angle is 314 degrees. Then for vector B, to find the angle, so since starts from the east to this side, so this is now the angle for vector B. Then to find the value for this angle, so from this side to this side, the angle is 270 degrees. But since theta until this side, so therefore this angle is not part of theta. So to find now theta, so 270 minus this 65 degrees. So we have 270 minus 65 degrees, that's 205 degrees. So the angle for vector B is 205 degrees. Then this time to find the value for the x component for vector A using this formula. So we have the magnitude, that's 135, then cosine theta, that's 314, then equals, so that's 93.7789. So this is 93.7789. And for vector B, to find the x component, so we have the magnitude is 201, then cosine the theta is 205, then equals, so that's negative 182.1679. So negative 182.1679. Then to find the y component for vector A, So we have the magnitude, that's 135. Then sine theta is 314 equal, so that's negative 97.1109. So negative 97.1109. And for the y component of vector b, so we have the magnitude is 201, then sine theta is 205, then equal, so that's negative 84.9463. So negative 84.9463. Then this time, to find out the summation of the x component, so just add these two values. So we have 93.7789, then plus negative 182.1679 equal, so that's negative 88.389. So the summation of x is negative 88.389. Then for the summation of y, so add these two numbers. So we have negative 97.1109, then plus negative 84.9463 equal, so that's negative 182.0572. So for the summation of y component, so that's negative 182.0572. Then using this table, so we can find now the resultant force, and the formula, that's the square root of the summation of x to the power 2 plus the summation of y to the power 2. Then substitute now the values. So for the summation of x, so we have negative 88.389 quantity to the power 2. Then plus for the summation of y, so we have the square of negative 182.0572. Then to find now the value, so we have negative 88.389, then to the power 2, then plus negative 182.0572, then to the power 2 equals, so that's 40,957.4394. So 40,957.4394. Then to find out the resultant force, so take the square root of this number. So we have the square root of 40,957.4394 equals, so that's 202.3794. So the resultant force is 202.3794 Newton. Then this time, to find the angle or theta, so using this formula, so that's the inverse tangent of summation of y over the summation of x. Then substitute now the value. So for the summation of y, that's negative 182.0572. And for the summation of x, that's negative 88.389. Then to find now angle theta, so we have this inverse tangent, so shift, then tangent, then we have this negative 182.0572, then divide by negative 88.389, close parenthesis, equal, so that's 64.10 degrees. So theta is equal to 64.10 degrees. Then this time, to find the direction of the resultant force, So in a plane, and from this summation of y, since summation of y is negative, so we have this negative for y, and for summation of x is negative, so we have this negative for x, so therefore the resultant force lies on this quadrant, and since theta is positive, so take note that if the angle is positive, the movement of the angle is counterclockwise. This one is positive, and if the angle is negative, the movement of the angle is clockwise, and this one is negative. So since theta is positive, so therefore theta is counterclockwise, and this is now the angle for the resultant force. That's counterclockwise goes positive. So therefore the direction of this resultant force is south of west. So theta is equal to 64.10 degrees south of west. Now take note that if this angle is negative, then your angle must be clockwise. So this is now the angle if the given angle is negative. But since the angle is positive, so therefore that's counterclockwise, and that's south of west. And for the final answer, so we have now 202.3794 Newton at 64.10 degrees south of west.